you've actually survived it. You've only got one section left of our podcast, and it is the teammate section. So obviously last time when you were on, I was finding my feet, and the quickfire and teammates merged together. But now they're two separate things. So you've had the quickfire questions where we find out about you. Now you get to sell out every player you've ever played with in time, and we find out who's the best and who's the worst at certain things.
Yeah, happy days. So I'm all under the bus. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why I'm debating changing the name from Teammates to Under the Team Bus, because there's a Soccer AM copyright infringement that maybe could be getting chucked in.
Okay, no drama.
So if it ever gets famous, it's always been called Under the Team Bus, but until now it was Teammates.
Happy days.
There we go. Right, Teammates / Under the Team Bus with Callum Sirker, and I can't wait. So same as quickfire, first name that comes in your head, rattle it out and go. And this can be from anybody you've ever played with it ever. So England under 16s, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, hardest tackler.
Nick Isekwe.
Fair. Fastest feet.
Ollie Lindsay Haig.
Ollie Lindsay Haig. Oof, great shout. He was phenomenal the other week as well.
Yeah.
It's funny because some of these you said last time and you said different answers. So if I remember them, I might.
Now I've had a more clearer. I'm clearer now. I mean,
it's that sea air. Yeah, the sea air.
Yeah, better answers. Better answers.
Who's a human turnstile? Who can't tackle for love nor money?
Jacob Umaga. That's not changed, I don't think.
Jacob Umaga. No, that was the same one.
I'll caveat that with saying, for a man, a man that doesn't like fancy a tackle, yeah, he's doing pretty damn well for himself. So maybe he's the one that's starting. You know what I mean?
Well, when we get Jacob to come on, I'll beg you to get Jacob on for me, and I'll be like, Cal said you can't tackle for love nor money.
Oh yeah, but he can't tackle for love nor money, but he's making a lot of money and he's paying for it. Yeah.
He does the tackle for him. That's what he does.
Exactly.
Who's most up for a night out? Plus, he's got the nicest stash that we've seen going, so he's fine. Can't tackle in your new Composure Club clothes.
Yeah. Who's most for the night out? I'd probably say Alfie Barbary, 100%.
Really?
Loves it. Yeah, loves it. I don't know if that's allowed to be said because he's probably supposed to be on his best behaviour in pre-season, but he loves a night out. Loves it.
Fair play to him. Sesh Gremlin, love it. Who can't handle the night out when Alfie's organised one?
Me.
Really? Yeah, you can't have you. That's a cop out.
Well, I'm not very good with my drink. Probably the worst. Tim Cardle, second row at Wasp, obviously, and he's peace and chocolate. He can have times where he's unbelievable and he's like full send, and and then sometimes he'll just smoke bomb me. He'll leave at 1, and you'll be like, what? Or like, we'll leave at like, yeah, and it's you. I know exactly where he goes. He goes straight to the Domino's down the road in Leamington. That's where he goes.
Mate, if he's on Domino's, he's got too much money. That's like half a mortgage for one of those pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he gets 2 of them and eats them both at the same time.
You definitely you might not have said Jacob Umaga's, but you definitely should have said that.
Yeah.
Pre-season strength and conditioning and nutrition coach is just like scoring names off on the sheet.
That's his off season. He's actually still in it now. Although he came in the best nick he's ever. I think he said to me, "He's like, I'm the best nick I've ever felt." Yeah, goes in. You're in Fat Club this pre-season.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Who's got the worst fashion sense you've ever played with? Like, who's just had some awful stash?
Worst fashion sense. Tom Willis has got the worst fashion sense because he wears, like, we used to get into him because he used to wear like Adidas trainers with jeans and a top. And we used to take the mick out of him and be like, why are you doing that? Just like, we're like, you know what I mean? Like Ultra Boost with his jeans, and he'd be like, all weathers, lads, all weathers.
Like, I'm saying no, because I literally went to like a neighbor, like a drinks venue in Ultra Boost and jeans the other day. So I'm saying nothing.
No, we need to get you out. We need to get you out shopping. We need to do what's that film called? Crazy Stupid Love, where like Ryan Gosling takes
what a film! What a brilliant film! You didn't mention that in your favourite films, are you?
Great film, isn't it? Yeah, great knowledge from me to know that to Steve Carell. Yeah, we'll do that.
Mate, any excuse to come down from Cornwall for a piss up with the boys, I'll be there. We'll tell the blokes, lads, and just say Callum Sirker's having a housewarming in his 1-bedroom flat, and we'll all go.
Right, hey, this isn't a 1-bedroom flat now, so I've got room for everyone. Let's go.
We're there. The blokes AGM is now taking place in Cornwall. Right, who's the best player skill-wise you've ever played with? Just natural skill.
That's so hard.
If you have a few, you can name a few.
I'll probably say, I'm going to go be strict on it. I'm going to say Joe Webber.
What a shout. What a brilliant shout that is.
Yeah, Joe Webber. So I played with Joe Webber for the Penguins of the Hong Kong Tens, and he was freakishly good.
Fair play. I never picked that.
I'll tell you another one. Actually, I'll give you another one now because he deserves a mention. Billy LaRue.
I can understand that. He is unbelievable.
Yeah, so obviously I was at WASSUP with him, and I trained a fair bit against him, and you can't get a hand on him. And it's not like he's not like he's beating you footwork wise. It's like you're rushing up on him, and he's literally touching the ball with his fingers. And for some reason, he's been able to pass it perfectly to the man next to you. You're like, I've literally thrown at you as hard as I can. You weren't even looking at me, and he's tapped it along or out the back or something, and you're like, Gab.
I'll tell you a quick story about this. So we had in my school for some reason we had a weird abundance of athletes of like weird and wonderful sports. Yeah. And we had this he's like an all-terrain runner, like ultra runners, the ones that like run up mountains and stuff. Yeah. And he played for us on the wing, and he never wanted to be a rugby player. He was like, as you can imagine, a runner's build, quite small, very light. But he had such control over his pace and stride. Yeah. That I remember once we were playing, it was sevens, we were warming up for like school sevens season. Not quite to the same level as yours. And he literally ran the length of the pitch past me and made sure he stayed just out of arm's reach the whole time. So I can imagine how you feel like you just feel like you're just out of reach. And I'm pretty sure he did it on purpose because when I slowed down to that, I'm not going to catch him. He slowed down as well, so he made you keep chasing.
You're just enough.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance to look him up, his name's Jacob Adkin on Instagram. You'll probably find him. He's unbelievable, the stuff he does. Like when you see the times he posts. Yeah, okay. He's like a real. He's like you basically look at some. He basically looks at somebody that ran a marathon and went, "Yeah, I can do that over Ben Nevis in half the time."
Yeah, that's mental. Yeah, I'm interested to do that. Yeah.
Right, back to where we were. Just had that. Following on from who's the best the most skilled player you've ever seen. Who's the biggest athlete you've ever seen? Like who was just a freak of nature in terms of athlete?
Athlete. God, that's tough. I would say, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to say Dan Norton.
You said that with such pain in your voice.
Yeah, I think, he got, yeah.
For the record, Danny does like you. Believe it or not.
Yeah, I think Dan Norton's gonna have to be, in terms of athleticism, incredible. I mean, what he can do, his coordination to beat someone, his speed, the fact that he's kept that kind of ability throughout his years. Mate, he's unbelievable. Yeah, probably him.
Right. Who's the biggest joker? Who's the biggest prankster that you've ever had to share a changing room with?
I've got a lad at Pirates at the moment who actually I've known. He was the 20s in Georgia called Josh Caulfield, and he loves kind of throwing in a little bit of like we're doing a Bronco today. We're doing throwing a little bit of like in the train. We're doing full contact today for 50 minutes or something like that, and you're like, what? And
50 minutes, bags and full boot.
Yeah, everyone gets scared. Everyone's like, oh no, we are. Everyone starts strapping their shoulders, and then it's actually just a touch session. You're like, I was like laughing at everyone, or it's funny. Yeah, he's a good bloke.
I love the thought like your team accountant just like raging. So you've just gone through like 40 quid worth of tape.
Yeah. He's like telling everyone like, genuine. It's been said. Like, this is what we're doing. And everyone's like, what?
Oh, poor boy. Right, who's the best dancer?
Best dancer, Gabriel Gray.
Really?
Yeah, could cut some shapes, mate. Yeah, really good.
Vice versa, who's the worst dancer? Who's the one that shouldn't be dancing?
Probably Tom Willis in his Ultra Boost, probably.
Mate, he's got room to breathe.
Mate. You think with the Ultra Boost, he would be moving really with some really good agility and change of direction, but really he stays within his 2 steps. Mate. Yeah. Probably not Tommy Willis. I love Tom Willis to bits. He's one of my best mates, but I've not really seen the man dance really. So
cannot dance.
Yeah.
Mate, you're doing him a favour by not making him dance then.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Who's got the best sidestep you've ever seen? Played with?
Well, probably Ollie Lindsay Haig. Probably freak his feet.
Yeah.
Probably him. Who else? Probably him. I've not, I've not played him, but probably Teslin Colby is the best step I've ever seen on a rugby pitch. I mean, he's a freak, but in terms of people I've played with, or against, probably Ollie Lindsay Haig. Yeah.
Who's got best tunes? Who's the one that's always just been like banging tunes?
Bialo, because Bialo, he's a proper WASSUP and he's got his own music. He raps. I've
not heard this.
Yeah, he's got a new song out. So everyone, Bialo on Instagram. Give him a follow. Listen to his music. Really good, mate. Really, and he's really good. Like super, like not one of those like, I'm doing the music on the side. Like he actually takes it serious. He's got a music video out. Yeah. Gabriel Gray's in it dancing.
Is he?
Genuine, yeah. I love it, honestly, really, and it's good tunes as well. I honestly, all his tunes are my favourites on my Spotify. So,
mate, I'm gonna find that when we get off. I've got my phone here ready to go. Right, who's got the worst tunes? Who do you regret when you see them go to pick up the aux cord?
I'm probably gonna say. The thing is, I would say actually, so Tim Carlo is one of my best mates. His tunes are probably not to everyone's liking, yeah. And I think 9 times out of 10, everyone goes, "What are these?" Yeah, because I'm talking like we've got like old school Christina Aguilera, and like we've got like Destiny's Child. And these are, I'm loving these. I think
this sounds like a winner so far, as I'm concerned.
Yeah, like everyone. Obviously, when you're in a gym and everyone's like lifting really heavy, yeah, and you've got like 30 by Christina Aguilera. I was like, what? Do you know what I mean? Like,
mate, Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield adds an extra 10 kilos on your PB.
Exactly, mate. What a tune, yeah. But yeah, for some people, I'll probably say him because but like I love it. But then I can understand why other boys wouldn't. So yeah,
that'll be a worst brackets best tunes. There we go.
Yeah, and he's got a few 80s bangers in there as well, which I love as well. But not many people that favourite. So maybe it's me and Tim against the world with our tunes.
Mate, I'll send you the playlist I made for the Blokes charity game because I was very much on that mindset of it's meant to be a pre-game thing, but it's definitely designed for the night out more than it is the pre-game.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, who's the future coach that you've ever played with? Who's the one that you saw and just went, you're definitely going to be a rugby coach for the rest of your life?
Jimmy Gopperth.
Oh, mate, that man breathes rugby.
Yeah, mate, he's a unbelievable player, unbelievable dude. I've got a lot of respect for him, obviously, because he had a knee injury himself and he came at a much older age than me, which, all respect to him. But, at that age, it's harder to come back from and be in the same nick and the same shape and have the same ability that you did before. And he did, and he came back not just as good, but better than he was before, better nick than he was before. And he understands the game really well. He does a bit of coaching now. He does a coaching kicking clinic. So, yeah, mate, 100%. And he even coaches the lads. He always has something to say or a smart thing to say. Or, mate, like you say,
the on-field general, whatever they used to call them.
Exactly. He lives and breathes it. And he's, what is he now? Like 30-something, maybe 40. so yeah, I don't think he's going to get out of the game anytime soon. So yeah, I think Jimmy got it for me.
Who's hard as nails? Who's the person that you just think I would never fight you?
Either Jack Willis or Tom Willis.
I'm not going to lie. You have to answer who would win out of the fight between.
I'll give this one to Jack.
I love the thought of them seeing this and then just looking at each other like, you seen what Cal said in that podcast?
Well, I think Tom will not like the fact that I've picked Jack. But I think if they both had a fight, there'd be an earthquake.
So, yeah. It looks like the Avengers.
They're both hard as nails, but I think Jack, he's such a lovely bloke. Such a lovely bloke. Like, both of them, such a lovely bloke, but then they play and they're just vicious. And Jack is he's hard as nails, mate. He is hard.
Obviously, I don't know him as well as you, but from what I've seen, I can tell that he's hard hard as nail.
He's just some of the things he do, you just think, oh, stop, please, you're going to hurt yourself. And unfortunately, he has done, but he's just, by the way, he's in unbelievable shape at the moment. He looks great, and he will turn better than he was before, I'm sure. So,
I was going to say, how's he getting on? Because I saw the thing WASSUP posted, he was looking quite well.
No, from what I've seen of him, and even in the early bits of his rehab when I was around.
Yeah.
And I'm obviously a bit of a connoisseur of
the
a
knee injury.
So I obviously kept an eye on it, and you definitely can see a healthy knee or an unhealthy knee, and his knee was the healthiest you can see. It was brilliant. He looked great, and that's a testament to his professionalism.
Well, it's not even that long ago he did it, is it?
Exactly. I know
4 months ago or something.
Yeah, exactly. And those first few weeks are vital to making sure you either have a healthy knee or you don't have a healthy knee. And his looks brilliant, and he looks in great shape. He's worked his arse off in the off season as well. So, mate, he's going to come back in freakish nick, and he'll be a freak, and all the accolades will go to him again. So yeah, good on him.
I know he's very unlucky not to be playing in red this summer. Is the honest truth.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, mate. I think you're probably right.
Right, final couple. Who hogs the mirror most post game? Who's the one that's getting himself all dolled up, ready for a big interview on Sky Sports or BT? Sorry, BT have the rugby.
I'm scared about saying this, but probably Malachi Fekitoa. Because for some reason his hair looks so sharp every time I see him. Like it's sharp as. And that's
like it's one of the boys, one of the LA boys, because I was watching them the other day. It's DTH Van der Merwe. There never seems to be a hair out of place.
Yeah, same with Malachi. And you think with the hits he puts in, you think his hair would be all over the gaff, but for some reason, and especially after the game, it's like he's put it on like a Ken doll. Do you know what I mean? So,
like a Lego haircut, just popped it on.
Yeah, it's just so sharp, which is a massive compliment. So, yeah, probably him, and he's a good-looking geezer as well. So,
I know. Annoyingly handsome bastard.
Yeah.
Right, last one. Who would order a plain sauce at Nando's?
See,
the questions have got a lot better since you did it the first time.
Yeah, this is quite hypocritical because I'm putting this out there that people are gonna hate this. I'm a lemon and herb man at Nando's, so I feel like I can't answer this and. An actual.
No, there's a difference between lemon and herb and plain, like a big difference.
Yeah, I don't even know that you eat plain. Probably. Plain.
Just out somebody.
Probably. Josh Caulfield, because he said to me that they don't have Nando's around Cornwall, and the only time he gets Nando's is in Bristol when we go on away trips. So maybe kind of lemon and herb and like hot or medium is probably too much for him.
Josh,
that was good. That was a good answer, I reckon. That was quite diplomatic.
I know, it was very diplomatic. The problem is you've got to go pre-season training with him on Monday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I don't think he'd be bothered by the fact that I said he likes playing Nando's. Probably the fact that I said, what did I say before about him?
That he messes with everybody and he's the biggest practical joker.
He messes with everybody because he'd probably come back to me like, don't mess with everyone. That's the genuine truth. He's like Jake from In Between Us.
I couldn't do it. I was playing poker with Rio Ferdinand and my dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, mate, you have finished. That is officially the teammate / under the team bus section with Callum Sirker. Last question before we go, and it's the one that everybody loves. It's the one that always makes it to the Instagram. You've got 3 cheesy pop songs to get the team ready for a night out. So let's set the scene for you. After your Cornish Pirates debut, 3 tries, man of the match. It's an away day, so you've got a bevy bus all the way back to the sea. You're on the bus. Somebody goes around and goes, right, mate, initiations. You've got 3 songs. What are you playing?
Right, so these are my 3. So I've got How About Us by Champagne.
What a brilliant song.
Yeah. I've got Young Hearts Run Free by Candy Station.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and I've got September, Earth, Wind and Fire, which is obviously, it's going to go on after a win. It's going to go on.
Exactly. And then that's a proper sing-along as well, and that's what you want. You want the whole bus singing along.
Oh, yeah. So those are my 3. I think they're pretty strong 3. Correct me if not, but I'm liking them.
It's strong. It's up there. It's not quite Matt Hardy's Carly Rae Jepsen and things like that, but he's doing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But you're getting there. You're definitely in the top 5. I mean, the listeners do the voting, so I need to make some sort of graphic where I get a poll for who's doing what. I think when we've got 10, we'll make a leaderboard. But
yeah, happy days. You may have to start putting polls out and see what people think about the songs.
Exactly.